Today, we're going to crack open the core principles from one of the most influential books on human connection ever written. We're going to distill its key ideas into a simple framework you can start using, like, right now. So let's just start with a question. Imagine this. What if you had a kind of social superpower? A skill that could boost your career, deepen your relationships, and just make every single interaction you have more effective. That's really the big idea we're diving into here. So where does that superpower come from? Well, it all hinges on this one single, powerful idea. The deepest, most fundamental urge we have as humans is the desire to feel important. Everything else we're about to cover is built on this foundation. Understanding this is step one to truly connecting with anyone.
So, how do we actually do that? How do we tap into that desire? Well, that brings us to the real secret to influence. The entire philosophy really boils down to this one pretty profound shift in your perspective. It's about moving away from always asking, what do I want? And instead, really focusing on, what's this person want? And how can I help them get it? And look, this isn't some kind of trick. It's a total game changer in how you approach every single interaction.
Okay, so once you've got that mindset down, we can start looking at some super simple techniques to get people to, genuinely like you, not just put up with you.
It really starts with a simple three-step process. And seriously, anyone can do this. First up, and this is a big one, use their name. I mean, think about it. As the book famously says, a person's name is the sweetest sound in any language. Using it just instantly makes them feel recognized and seen as an individual. And the second and third steps, they're built on that very same idea. You know how most of us in a conversation are just kind of waiting for our turn to talk? Well, if you can fight that urge, if you can really listen and encourage them to talk about what they're interested in, you're doing way more than just being polite. You're giving them this incredible gift of feeling heard and valued.
Okay, so making a good impression is great and all, but what about when things get heated? What about arguments? Well, the book has this totally counterintuitive take on how to win one. And here's the kicker. The best way to win an argument is to just avoid it. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But the book makes the point that even if you win with facts and logic, you almost always lose the other person's goodwill. You know that old saying, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still? So true.
So the goal isn't to win some kind of verbal boxing match, right? It's to actually win a person over to your way of thinking. And for that, you need a totally different set of tools. Instead of just blurting out, you're wrong, you actually try to honestly see it from their perspective. Instead of escalating, you begin in a friendly way. It's all about empathy and respect, not just being right. So when you put all this stuff together, focusing on the other person, making them feel important, and dodging those pointless arguments, it stops being just a bunch of tips. It really does become a kind of social superpower.
Now, there's a really important point here. We have to be super clear about the difference between genuine influence and, manipulation. Manipulation, that's all about you. It's short-term and it just leaves people feeling used. But genuine influence, that's about finding a win-win. It builds real trust, the kind that actually lasts. All right, so if you're going to remember just 3 things from all this, let it be these. 1, make the other person feel important. 2, become genuinely interested in them. And 3, remember that the only real way to win an argument is to avoid it. Seriously, if you can apply these consistently, it will change your relationships for the better in every part of your life.
Okay, let's end with a little challenge for you. Because knowing this stuff is one thing, but actually doing it is where the magic happens. So which one of these principles are you going to try out today? Just pick one. Maybe it's as simple as using someone's name or just trying to listen a little more intently in your next conversation. Give it a shot, you might just be blown away by what happens.